Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. The meditation for this week is called Park the Ego. So again, thanks very much for joining me, and I hope that this meditation is helpful for you. Before starting, let me just say a couple of words about the ego. I think it's important that we don't see the ego as an enemy, but as just a part of our life on planet Earth in time and space that is incredibly helpful but just needs to be positioned correctly. What I mean by that is our essential value nature comes from the one consciousness from which we arise. That consciousness expresses itself in our life on the planet, dealing with time and space through our mind, emotions, sensations and perceptions. And these are a necessary part of our living. The great problem is that we have mistakenly identified the machinations of our mind, emotions, experiences and perceptions as the place where our value is established. That's the problem. Our value is established in the consciousness from which we arise. So we need to rearrange the way we focus our sense of value and our activities in the world. So that's the focus of our meditation today. So let's prepare. Notice if you're sitting or lying down or walking. Just bring your attention to this very moment we're in now. We all have many things going on in our lives, but we've all decided for this short time that we'll focus on being still. So notice that. Notice where your body is and just be still. And for this short time, let's set aside our ideas of the past. The past actually no longer exists except in our memory. So, of course, that past has an influence on our life. But for this short time, where we seek to find that which is most essential about us, just set the past aside. And similarly, the future. Your hopes, dreams, fears about the future, let's just set them aside. And in the present moment, we are going to focus on setting aside the ideas we have about who we are based on the accumulation of our experiences in life, our mind's interpretation of those experiences, and the emotions that we have experienced along the way. These are real in the sense that, of course, they happened. But for this short time, we seek to set aside the accumulation of the stories of our life The activities of our mind are important for living in the world. The emotions we experience are important in our life in the world. Our sensations and the perceptions we create based on our interpretations happen. They are important in our activity in our lives. But for this short time, let's set aside all of the interpretations and allow ourselves to experience who we really are. So, set aside the past, set aside the future, and set aside the activities that we have in our life to interpret who we are. Just for this short time, let's end the stories. Again, this is not a competition or some very special technique. Just be still. If your mind continues to chatter, don't judge yourself. Just let it know that you're aware of it and that it can come back later. In this simple stillness, allow yourself to rest in the part of you that is beneath the thinking, beneath the emotion, beneath the experiences, beneath the stories and perceptions and perspectives. Beneath, of course, is an image. I like to think of sinking into this place because it seems the simplest thing to do. But where are we headed when we sink into or below all of this? We are headed to the part of us that exists prior to thoughts, emotions, experiences, perceptions, perspectives. There is a stillness within. We can identify that there is an aspect of who we are that is aware of the activities of our mind and emotions and life. The mislocation of our identity is the issue we are addressing. The activities of our mind, emotions, and our life are exactly that, activities. They are not the seat of our value. This is what we could call the ego, the activities of mind, emotion, etc., and the interpretation that this is who we are. This is the misinterpretation. So no need to fight the ego, be upset about the ego, but be aware that you are not the stories created by your ego. They are an illusion in the sense that they exist, but we misinterpret what those activities mean. A rope on the path may appear from a distance to be a snake, but the closer we get, the more aware we are. We see it's just a rope. The activities of our mind may appear to be the source of our value, but as we become aware closer and closer, we see that that misinterpretation is the illusion. What is most real about us is the one who is aware. And even more real is that the fabric of that awareness is interwoven with the very awareness, consciousness, God, from which we arise. This is the seat of our value. And what is the nature of this place? If we sit still and allow ourselves to see beneath the seeing, our felt experience is stillness, peace, love. Before we were born and after we depart this mortal coil, we are. We are that consciousness. We are the awareness expressed in this world. That expression is beautiful, wonderful, and filled with meaning. But the source of that meaning is beyond time and space, and it's who we really are. Just sit with that. No complicating, no special method. Just sit and allow that essential awareness, the nature of peace, love, stillness, infinite, eternal, no beginning, no end. Allow that to fill your heart. You are that. And the wonder of living is that we can live in this time and space world from the timeless, from that place of irrepressible love, kindness, compassion, peace. If we live from there, and the truth is that is where we live from, we need but to realize it. And then our life in the time and space becomes a service to that awareness. Our mind becomes a wonderful vehicle for creativity and for activity. Our emotions become beautiful lanterns to guide our way. Our experiences become ways to be in the world. Our perceptions are fashioned by our awareness, not by the illusions of the stories of our life. Just sit there. Of course, our lives have lots of activity, and we are so used to finding our value in the activities of the world. No need for some complicated spiritual awakening. Just when you notice it, park the ego, set it aside, and keep living. Parking the ego becomes a practice. And like every practice, when we do it, we get better. You are the peace. You are the love. You are the compassion. So, of course, as always, feel free to pause this recording for as long as you like to just be still. And when you feel ready, then return to being aware that you're in a chair or lying down or walking. Bring the sense of your life back to everyday living. And hopefully, step by step, we can marvel at a life without the illusion that our value comes from our stories and their accumulation. Thanks very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.